I'm here tonight with Brandon on wheel. Um, how's the weather there in Nashville?
Man, it's nice and comfy. Probably about 65 degrees out here. It's kind of like fall weather, I guess.
Wow. Yeah,
How was it there?
It was close to 80 here today.
Oh, goodness. Man, you're still in the summer weather.
Who inspired you to be a part of the music industry?
Man, I got involved in it when I was really young. I had auditioned for some guys. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts originally, so I did some auditions in Boston with Maurice Starr. We did the New Kids on the Block, which is kind of goofy. That's a really weird stuff. But then, I started to play music and write music, really early on. So I was inspired by some local heroes like the band Boston from the 70s and 80s. They were friends of friends that knew that band, so they got me involved. It was kind of fun, right away.
That's pretty cool. At the start of your career, what's the biggest problem you have encountered in your music journey?
I think it changes, throughout the years as you move along. I've been writing music for, since I can remember. Often it's just getting out of your own way, I think, looking for the next thing to move into. And I guess it would be, staying positive when things seem like they're not moving, because it's a marathon, it's not a sprint these days. It's not like you can just wake up one day and become a star and have hit songs. It's a long grind, and a lot of the overnight successes, they take years to develop and lots of ups and downs. So I think one of the most challenging things would be just hanging in there, not giving up.
Okay. Was you ever nervous or had stage fright or anything?
Yeah, I think I have. Yeah, I'd be nervous before some industry meeting, if I get into an office meeting or something and I have to perform for some executive or somebody, or maybe it would be in front of a large audience if I'm opening up for somebody and there's a big audience. Yeah, you get a little bit of butterflies,
Okay.
I definitely had those.
Okay. What's the best song you ever released and why?
Well, the best song I ever released would be, I guess the audience would judge it more than me. One of my favorite songs I released would be a song I released called She Drives Me Country. And I released that a few years back, and it's out there on YouTube. You could type in She Drives Me Country, you'll find it. I used a different name at that point. You'll find it under a crazy guy named Brandon Lepere, who was my family name. Lepere is Lepere. But we had my publicist at the time said, hey, you know what, we got to think about changing that name because it'll be really hard for radio DJs to pronounce it, because everybody was pronouncing it differently. Lepere and Lepere, and I heard them all. So we changed the name, but you will find me out there under that name. I did some things, and She Drives Me Country was one of them I was really proud of.
Okay. We're going to play one of your tracks, Hard X to Follow.
Yeah.
Met a girl in Dallas, brown hair and eyes of blue. Thought that I could fall in love again with just a kiss or two. But I moved on to someone new, some girl in Baton Rouge. She couldn't hold a candle next to you. 'Cause every turn on every road I'd wind up where you left me. And there ain't no fire that burns as bright as the day that you met me. If there's something I could say to you, it's the one thing that I hard ex to follow. Never thought a broken heart would take this long to mend. Days and weeks and miles go by, and here I am again, wishing I was kissing you in someone else's arms, wondering where you've been and how you are. 'Cause every turn on every road I wind up where you left me, and there ain't no fire that burns as bright as the day that you met me. If there's something I could say to you, it's the one thing that I know. Girl, you're a hard ex to follow. 'Cause every turn on every road I wind up where you left me, and there ain't no fire that burns as bright as the day that you met me. If there's something I could say to you, it's the one thing that I know. If there's something I could say to you, there's one thing that I know. Girl, you're a hard ex to follow. You're a hard ex to follow.
When will that song be released?
Well, we're working on that. That was an unreleased version, kind of a sneak preview. We're still going to be doing a little bit more work to it and put it on a record. I'm thinking probably it's going to happen with all that's going on right now. It's taking a little longer, but I think probably early to mid next year we'll have that album, should be out. Maybe second quarter of next year. So, yeah.
Well, thanks for
looking forward to it.
Giving me the opportunity to play it.
Oh yeah, no, I appreciate it. Yeah, I like to sneak preview stuff with people, so it's a good thing. Yeah.
How do you feel that the internet has impacted the music business?
Well, I think it's given a lot of people opportunity to make music and connect with other people around the world. I think that's been a positive part of it. I think it's also it's kind of taken down the gatekeepers of the old record industry, and I guess it shifted. There's still gatekeepers out there, but it shifted them to the big tech companies now. They're like the new record label executives. The more music you make, it's better. It's almost like you want to put tracks out more often, rather than, wait 5 years to make a record. You want to do it as often as possible. That's been a big difference, I think. Makes for success.
Okay. Who would you like to collaborate with?
Man, I tell you what, I'd love to. Some of my favorite songwriters here in town, to collaborate with Keith Urban would be amazing. Richard Marx is a hidden gem too in town. He's a great writer. Brett Young, he would be great to write with too. As far as artists are concerned, that they live here. But I have been, privileged to be in rooms with a lot of really great writers in town here. Some hit writers. And guys behind the scenes, and gals. But yeah, that would be a couple names that I'd really enjoy writing with. I've given the opportunity.
You had one song on the top 10 with Keith Urban, didn't you? You had
I'm sorry.
On your post. You had a single that you had on the top 10 with Keith Urban? He was below it, I think.
Yeah, no, we didn't. Well, we didn't get a cut yet.
Okay.
We did. I did have a song on hold with him before, and
Okay.
we've been pitching material to him as an example. Many people, but Keith Urban is one of them. Yeah, he's definitely paid attention. His camp has paid attention to a few things we've sent, and they've liked it. So we'll see what happens. But yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've gotten cuts with other people, not him in particular, but I've got a new song that I cut with Josiah Siska, Black River Entertainment. He's a new artist in town. He's great, really, really great, and a good friend. And he's going to be doing very well. And, we wrote a song together that he actually co-wrote Hard X to Follow as well. So, yeah, but a lot of up and comers.
Okay. What's next for you?
What's next? Well, this year it's I'd like to have a couple of hits under my belt by 2021, 2022. That would be great. Get a couple of hit songs, moving up the charts. That'd be a positive. But most importantly is to get my own record, out there next year. I think that's going to be a really great goal to accomplish by the end of next year. Yeah.
I think the Hard X to Follow is probably close to a #1 song, probably.
Oh, man, thank you. I appreciate that. No, I like it. I feel really good about it. Yeah.
Where can people go and see your videos, music, and events?
Yeah, so if you go Brandon Will Music on Instagram, that's BrandonWill Music on Instagram. You can connect with me through Facebook that way as well, Brandon Will on Facebook. But I do a lot of my stuff on Instagram. I post pictures and videos and things just on a daily basis for the most part. BrandonMusic.com is my website. I'm not as active on that, but that does have bio information and all kinds of cool stuff to check out, a few music videos. And I'm also doing a kind of a cool side project that people feel free they can check out if they want. It's a little bit on the down low, but I've got an alternate personality I'm working on, and it's called Zane Ezra, and you can find that on Spotify. So if you type in Zane Ezra, ZaneEzra, that's actually a lot of cover material. Some of my favorite cover songs I put out there on Spotify for people to enjoy. A lot of songs that have influenced me as a writer and some as an artist too. But I had just had some fun in the background. I do acoustic versions of a lot of covers. So that's something on the side people can kind of enjoy, but just keep it hush-hush. It's not Brandon Will. It's Zane Ezra. Two totally different guys. But have some fun with that, and you can enjoy. And follow me there if you want.
Okay. I'm going to add an extra question.
Sure.
What's your useless talent?
Useless talent. Oh, goodness gracious. And you asked me that before, and I was thinking about, some of the goofiest things that I might answer. One thing, I guess, I don't know if it's probably useless. I've been doing martial arts all my life, so I love martial arts, and I got a black belt earlier this year in something called Toshindo, and I really enjoy that a lot. That's kind of a hobby, but I'd say I've gained some skill sets and some enjoyment out of doing that. But as far as being useful in the world, it's not like you're going to be running around doing martial arts all over the place. But it's something I have in my in my bucket of passions, so to say, and it's kind of a fun little thing I do on the side.
Well, thanks for being on the show tonight. Really enjoyed meeting you and talking to you.
Oh, man, it's been my pleasure. I really appreciate you having me. So thank you. I appreciate it.